I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheels. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving their soldier shield. My jewelry cold as shield. Story treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Check back 47. Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Five.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Power running by Zeke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
They'll run with Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
Let's see what you got. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Check it.
2nd and 13. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on. Set. 8. Read.
47. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
To throw again. Eason trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
47's the mic. 47.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Rock it.
Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he is all the way up past the 25. Cooper was the target there. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, I'm coming.
To throw is Prescott. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Here we go. Flying in.
Check right, 54.
Then we're going to 53.
Check right. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 53.
Under.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go. We got this. Mike, 5.
Throwing. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 23-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, high 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete to Jameis Olawale. Brings up 3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Down. 18 Gator. We want it.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Alpha. Nah.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Ready?
Back to throw. Eason. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Eason. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Hey, Echo.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Prescott now from the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Got it. First and 10 at the 49.
Throwing on first down. Eason, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. Eason. It's caught. Cooper. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Hey. Switch.
This is Elliott. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Fight.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Ready, set.
47, Mike 47. Man, I got you.
Greystone, travel.
Check. Lucky.
Look at me. Zipper. Ready.
On second down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? Third and goal. Looking to throw. Eason. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Prescott stepping up. He'll try and run. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. Pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Right here. 29 is the Mike. Mike 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's caught by Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, watch it. Check nickel.
47. Here we go, 46. 26.
On second down and 4, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Go.
47's the Mike, boy, 47. Check.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike's 54.
Prescott. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out right at the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 56.
Prescott from the gun. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 32. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Prescott down. Complete. Smith has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Prescott yet again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and a yard at the 20-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Elliott. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Eason. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10. Now Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Go.
Second and 10. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Elliott running right. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Second and 9 now. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go.
First down, New Orleans.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Prescott to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back to throw. Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
54, check, walk 54, walk 54. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike, 55. Check.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Not today, Rob. Not today. Hey, watch out, watch out. Check Mike 54. Go to 54, go to 54. Why?
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. 54. Watch 54. Yo.
Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
47. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here I come.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
6-man. Check curls.
Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
54. Mike 54. All day. Hey, watch out. Check.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Final score, Cowboys 10, Saints 6.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash.